tail and a roadie. Goat tail and a roadie. Goat tail and a roadie. That everybody's dead.
Hello everyone, I'm Psycho Content, and yes, as you may notice by my channel icon and this, I changed my look. Why that is? Well, let's just say the other mask is currently MIA. Meaning that it's somewhere in the abyss and I cannot get it out, so, well, I mean I can, but that's too many souls to give. But anyway, I want to talk about this one show that I feel has been lost to time. This show is called Lost Tapes. It originally aired on Animal Planet back near 2008/2005. And this show, it was pretty damn good. Granted, this was Animal Planet, so they didn't really have the highest budget, but anyway, it was pretty damn good. The aim of this television series was it was basically a monster of the week per episode. And when I mean monster, I mean cryptids. If you don't know what a cryptid is, it's some... Few examples of cryptids can be Bigfoot, the Loch Ness Monster, Chupacabra, to name a few. Lost Tapes basically took the idea of we don't actually know what's like around the corner, or what's in the forest, or what's in the ocean, and ran with it. It was a pretty good show. Season 1 did have some stinkers though, like for instance the Mongolian Death Word episode. That wasn't too good, but then again, there was the Chupacabra one, which I actually like very much, and Bigfoot, which that was a good episode, I would say. Anyway, besides those episodes, season 1 wasn't really too much to talk about. It was good, but it wasn't really like nightmare fuel yet. Then comes season 2 of Lost Tapes. Holy crap. This is one of the few, this was one of the few TV series that actually gave me nightmares. Which episode specifically gave me nightmares? Vampire. No, I know what most of you are going to say. Oh, vampire, they're just going to have people in like black clothing and like sharp teeth. Different episode for that. That's in season 3. Vampire in season 2, it easily has to be my favorite portrayal of a vampire. Because basically what they took with the vampire, like mythos, or with the creature of a vampire, instead of making it like look human, which I guess you could say is the most scariest part of a vampire, but what I like about this is that they basically took the average humanoid shape and make it very, like, primal, like, very monstrous in a way. If you don't know what I'm talking about, here's an image. Yes, that design, I love it for a vampire. If there's other medias that use this kind of vampire, let me know, I want to watch them. Anyway, and this episode was genuinely scary because, well, I was around, like, you see, when I was a wee spawn of Cthulhu, I saw this episode for the first time, and ooh boy, there's a little kid in it as well, so I related to that kid, as you would know. And ooh boy, that child has to be in a mental hospital by now, because well.
Are you alright?
That had to be the scariest episode for me. close second would be either the Dover Demon or the Lizard Man episode. If you have not seen the series, please look for it anywhere. Look for it on a streaming service, anywhere that's legal. It's a good show. It's so good. Like, I wish there was a season 4 for this. But unfortunately, I've been waiting that for 10 years now, so most likely not happening anymore, but hey, kid can dream. If they can bring back Invader Sim for a third time, I can hope for Lost Tapes Season 4. And the show took a different approach to how a cryptid TV show did at the time. You see, instead of trying to hunt for these cryptids or trying to explain what they are, sure, there was some moments in the show where you were explained to what the cryptid was or what could it do or stuff like that. But for the most part, it was a found footage TV show. And here's my favorite thing: they didn't suck at the found footage part. Surprisingly, I know, but there's a few times where it's your basic shaky cam and such, but I gotta say, it's a pretty unique cryptid show. It's pretty unique in the way that it handles portraying the cryptids. Again, the vampire is very unique than what we usually assume to be a vampire. I'm not talking Edward from Twilight vampire. I'm talking about Nosferatu and Dracula. And yeah, this show was pretty good. My favorite episode besides vampire has to be the Dover Demon one. It's just, you don't really hear about the Dover Demon that much. So when you watch this episode, you're basically learning about a new cryptid that you've never heard of. At least I did when I first watched this episode. And I gotta admit, the scenes near the very end where the Dover Demon is sneaking up on the couple was genuinely terrifying. It filled me with dread. And yeah, season 3 was pretty much the exact same quality, maybe a bit less than season 2. But season 3 introduced me to the Wendigo. And again, it has my favorite version of a Wendigo. If that freaking design doesn't haunt me to this day, I don't know what does. But yeah. There was some other episodes too, for instance, they did a Kraken episode, which that was actually pretty good. Devil Monkeys, that's a good episode. Sure, it's kind of a weird name or goofy name, but holy shit. that's all I need to say to describe that. So yeah. That's all I really want to talk about this. That's all I really kind of wanted to talk about. Sure, this show may come out goofy at sometimes, and sure, sometimes you could see the performers, the person in the monster costume skin, at some certain points. But besides that, it's a pretty good show, and I miss it so much because there was nothing like that at the time, and I can assure you there is nothing like that right now. I want to see this show come back in some sort of way so badly because it's my favorite TV show. My favorite TV show is not Doctor Who. It's not whatever new cartoon that's actually good on Cartoon Network is. This is the show that I love and will still love until I die. And maybe it's just because I saw it at such a young age that it was able to frighten me. But even now, it still scares me a little bit. It's the only show to do that. With other movies and shows that I saw back then, for instance, The Haunting Hour, Don't Think About It, was a pretty significant one for me because that was my first, time remembering when I have a nightmare. That's the first time I can recall having an actual nightmare. for weeks on end, I should say. Now that I look at it, it's got some good practical effects, but it's very cheesy. This show, whenever I watch Vampire or the Jersey Devil or Dover Demon, I'm always filled with this kind of anxiousness in my body. Like, I know it's fake, but for some reason it entrams me and makes me scared. I don't know why it does that, but it does. I'm sorry if this video seems like I'm going like rambling and stuff like that. This is a unscripted video, but that's all I really wanted to say. And I hope if you haven't seen the show, please go check it out. I think it's on Amazon Prime or something like that. Or heck, if you can't find it anywhere where you can stream it legally, there are some clips on YouTube. Don't worry about it. But yeah. Anyways, I'm Psycho Content, and our session is over for today, kids. Bye bye.